you a warrior or not?
The research says otherwise.
Warrior.
But I'm fairly confident that that one ain't Baby Yoda.
Dear supplement industry, time to clean up your mess.
Holy shoulders, that was impressive. Greatest sport in the world. I've talked about Kris Gethin before in relation to how many supplements you should take on your non-training days, which begs the question that I've not yet explored. How many supplements should you take on your training days?
There's going to be 6 or 7 supplements that you'll be taking most days, specifically on your training days.
Don't worry, he sells them all. So relax. Biohacker is close to what you are. One of the most influential, sadly, is probably true.
It's going to be pre-caged, in-caged, re-caged, hydrocharged, branched-chain amino acids, glutamine, and maybe some citrulline.
The amount of supplements that these people push is simply insane. And the reality is that supplements are a tiny part of you achieving your goals, if a part of it at all for many people. Tribulus terrestris, a supplement which absolutely has no evidence base for increasing your test naturally. Honestly, this stuff makes me sick. Pass the Gaviscon, mate. And my favorite new thing from the supplement industry is the synergistic supplements, i.e. you need to buy 3 supplements that are working together in order to get these unique benefits before, in, and after your training session.
Before your workout, you'll be taking pre-caged. During your workout, you'll be having in-caged. After your workout is when you take your re-cage.
Jim uses this tactic also. My thoughts exactly. And you'll see this pushing of a ridiculous amount of supplements everywhere in the industry, not just this company. People are trusting you. They trust you. And you are screwing them.
These are my caged muscle essentials. Of course, I take a lot more supplements than this.
A glutamine supplement is useless due to its bioavailability. And indeed, if you are taking an amino acid supplement, you don't then need another protein powder on top of that, putting amino acids on top of your amino acids. That'd be like wearing 2 hats. The extra stacking of these amino acids through buying extra supplements as somehow essential is just complete nonsense. You are messing with the integrity of something as important as fitness and health and the ingestion of substances for that purpose. If you are buying an intra-workout supplement, stop. Have a look at your nutrition and adjust. This may be intaking some food pre-workout, it may be something else, but you absolutely do not need one of these intra-workout formulas. This is simply another category that these people have created to make money in a saturated market. Many times these intra-workout supplements are some form of BCAA amino acid or protein intake. Intra-workout is one of the most critical yet overlooked windows of opportunity to reload your anabolic fuel tank. Because if one window of opportunity was not bro science enough, here's another one. Because your muscles will be breaking down during your session and you need to consistently feed it. This is simply not correct. Physiology is not that sensitive. It is not that intricate. Taking isolated BCAAs do not give you unique benefits in terms of muscle protein synthesis or maintaining or hacking some form of peak anabolic state. If you have no idea what any of this means, am I anabolic? Watch these videos. When it comes to creating a net anabolic state for muscle growth, this means throughout the day you will have both anabolic and catabolic stimulus. Anabolic, the building up of proteins; catabolic, the breaking down of proteins. Both are necessary in your body. However, it is your goal to have more anabolism than catabolism throughout a day, and that is called a net anabolic state, and that will create the environment for you to build muscle. And made simple, you need to intake the adequate amount of protein and calories in addition to your challenging resistance training. Cumulative overall protein intake throughout the day, that is the most important factor. Timing is further down on your list, and most certainly you do not need to intake an intra-workout supplement. Bob the Builder, huge IQ. Please, can we make Bob famous?
Gladiator.
Will you remove your helmet and tell me your name?
And Mike Duckeggs explained his morning routine, the supplements he takes before his breakfast. Now, there's a shed load of supplements, including collagen, which leads me nicely to...
What's going on? It's Greg from Kinobody.
This part is called Greg Sells a Skincare Product. Kinobody supplements are not all bad per se. However, a serious problem with what he does throughout his content, and this is a problem in the fitness industry, is he gives incorrect information underlying some of his supplements and training programs. The warrior workout man himself, and like any good warrior, he pillaged the village of muscle fiber. If muscle fibers were a settlement, let's just say he burnt it down with his knowledge. In his bodyweight mastery program, which he sells, where ironically the science that he gives is very far from mastery. And this is a real problem because people are trusting that information and purchasing that supplement or program.
Bodyweight movements, your hands are fixed.
Correct, your hands are fixed on the pull-up. That's called a closed kinetic chain. So what's the significance of that, Kinobody?
So if you're doing a pull-up, your hands are fixed to the bar and your body's moving up towards the bar. This style of training allows for more muscle fiber recruitment than if you were to have your hands moving through space like a lat pull down.
No, it doesn't. Muscle fiber recruitment is dependent on intensity and force. It is not dependent on having a closed chain exercise such as a pull-up versus, for example, a lat pull down where your hands are moving through the air. A pull-up is a great exercise, a lat pull down is a great exercise, but how many motor units you recruit depends on the intensity of how you perform each exercise. There are also other factors such as rate coding and the synchronization of motor units, but with this man, let's not push our luck. Collagen Protein, number one on the list, the flagship product. He claims muscle growth first and then additional benefits, when in fact, no, that's complete nonsense. And that sells very well to tell people that this protein product can support muscle growth. The reality is that Greg is selling a skincare product. Why not just project the accurate evidence base, which yes, won't make your supplement seem like magic, but it gives the people buying them a clear idea of whether or not this product is applicable to them. And so Collagen Protein essentially has a role in your protein, cartilage, connective tissue function through collagen synthesis. And I want to refer to the mass researchers, Dr. Eric Helms, Greg Nuckols, Eric Trexler, and they have a podcast where they do discuss collagen. So I want to refer to that. This podcast is from this month, timestamp 59 minutes. I will reference it down below. I'm not an expert, these guys are. And so the body of research we have at this point does show some benefits of collagen supplementation and collagen synthesis in the body, which can translate to connective tissue function and support. However, importantly, as Trexler states, it has to be combined with vitamin C intake, where a dose of 10 to 15 milligrams of collagen is the intake that is studied in these pieces of research. And so here's where we lie. There's a strong evidence base that it has positive benefits for your skin. There is then a decent amount of research in support of benefits in relation to your bone and connective tissues. However, when it comes to muscle growth, this is not an evidence-based response from intaking collagen protein.
Don't expect much in terms of effects on muscle when it comes to collagen and gelatin supplementation. There's a paper by Stu Phillips in 2017 that had a bunch of protein quality scores, and collagen was 0, which is not a high score.
It absolutely is not a protein form that you will be intaking if muscle growth is your key. How about you take your no pish posh policy and apply it to the way that you're marketing your supplements, Kinobody. However, if you're going to buy an amino acid supplement, you're better buying Kinobody's essential amino acid formula than this. And so I am aware of the sad passing of the founder of this company, and I simply want to use this company's product as an example of some information that I think is important. And the team of people that endorse these supplements includes Jens the Viking. When Kai Green's eyeball does that, it's time to leave the man alone and let him train. Nataliya Amazonka, that's what she calls herself. That literally is a case of that's what she said. And in essence, these supplements are very much marketed as extreme supplements. You have the high stim pre-workout, which has almost 600 milligrams of caffeine in it, which is a humongous dose of caffeine. But the interesting minutiae I would like to talk about is how people are selling these high leucine supplements. For example, this BCAA is even worse than the original. Leucine is a trigger for muscle protein synthesis. It is absolutely an important amino acid for you to intake, which of course you can intake through whole foods, as well as, for example, a protein powder, which is a more complete amino acid supplement than a BCAA, which is completely redundant and useless. But what you're seeing is people taking leucine and giving you large ratios of it in comparison to the other BCAAs or other amino acids, as this will somehow give you a further unique benefit. And that's not what the evidence base shows at all. For example, Dr. Eddie Joe conducted research where he found that these super dosed leucine BCAAs provided no benefit in terms of muscle protein synthesis. And we have, for example, native whey protein, where there's a higher concentration of leucine in these protein powders. And indeed, we have research which again shows that muscle protein synthesis did not increase post-workout due to having these super dosed leucine protein powders. And so the takeaway is, don't concern yourself with super dosed leucine products. Do not pay extra for super dosed leucine products or high ratio leucine products. Don't overthink it. The amounts of leucine you are taking in through your whole foods with all 9 essential amino acids or through a traditional protein powder, if you choose to take one, are completely fine. More leucine equals more gains because mTOR and science and stuff. Effects at the molecular level don't always translate to effects at the whole body level and is not meant for direct application. I say all the time on this channel, when it comes to the theory of something and the actual application and how it performs in the body, they are not necessarily the same thing. And if people could understand that, that would fix a lot of the wrongs in the supplement industry. If people could also understand that correlation does not mean causation, that would fix a lot of the problems. And if people could understand that, for example, rodent studies do not translate to humans per se, that would also fix a lot of the problems. These are some of the main issues that the supplement industry plays on to extract your dollar bills. And to end this video, I have made fun of Cali Muscle's Hyphy Mud and Hyphy Amino supplements in previous videos. But to be serious for a minute and to be fair to Cali Muscle, I would now like to discuss the very good supplements that he sells.